from impact on my head. I have a broken neck that I've had since I was 18.
From
And
wrestling?
yeah,
injury?
yeah. Actually,
I
it's
suppose.
this picture right there. 18
Getting,
years old, I got
getting
dropped on my
thrown
head.
out.
He picked me up and I just went straight down, slid right off. I'm laying out on my head, and that was like I couldn't feel my lower half of the body right there because everything was just numb. But then I started working out and I did steroids and I got big and it protected my neck. The bigger I got, a 22-inch neck.
All right.
which
Is
giant.
that how you kind of transformed into the Extreme Enforcer?
Yeah, because I started working out. I got very close with Perry Saturn, you know, and he worked out twice a day, and he lived with me for like 6 months.
Cool.
Just chilling right there on the edge of time.
Hello, this is John Fredrickson. We're here, State of Pro Wrestling. Very, very, very special guest here tonight. The Extreme Enforcer, Paul Richards.
Well, it's like a business. You know, I tell young students today, your character is your brand. That's your business, you know, and you have to treat it that way. It's not fun time and happy time. You know, you want to be successful, you got to look at it serious. And a lot of people don't look at it that way today. It's frustrating because it's not like it used to be. But it is what it is. Everything changes and evolves. I don't even really watch wrestling anymore. Once in a while, I'll fast forward through it just to see what's going on. But half the people, I don't even know who they are anymore. There's just so many out there.
Yeah, there's a lot going on. I don't really keep,
everywhere.
it's impossible to keep
It's
up with
too
it.
much. Yeah, it's just too much, and it's a lot of the same stuff. And it's tough. When I broke into the business, was doing independent wrestling with Kowalski, would have 1,000, 2,000 people a night in the 80s at shows. And now, independent shows now, if you get 100 people, you get lucky. It just doesn't seem to, you know, draw like it used to. But I think it's just too commercialized. There's too much of it. You can watch it 3 or 4 days a week on TV. And now with the internet, the whole creation of the internet and the YouTube and all that stuff, you can watch wrestling every day for the rest of your life and not see it all with what you can watch online. So, but it was great. You know, I loved all 38 years and still around a little bit, doing some consulting with some promotions, which I really wasn't able to do before because I was with Sheldon for about 10 years and always very loyal. You know, I had offers to do other things with other people, but I did everything. What else am I going to do? You know, so now I'm home. I'm in New England. I've known Sheldon for 30 years and always put on great shows, always gave it 150% every time. So it was a great kind of opportunity for me to join in with Sheldon and help them get to the next level, which was TV, that none of them had done before, but I had a lot of TV experience. So I was able to get that going, and we got on TV a couple of times, and you know, had a good run, and now they're doing really good. They got a good roster, and Sheldon was hurt, and now he's feeling better, and he's coming back. So I wish him nothing but the best of luck, and I'll be at the shows if I'm not busy doing something else. I'm doing a lot of speaking now around it to like high school parents about concussions and brain injuries and things like that. So that's kind of what I'm doing now, is trying, because I'm blessed to be at a point I was at 2 years ago that I couldn't even get out of my own way. I couldn't remember anything. To be blessed to have the best doctors in Boston are my doctors. Oh yeah, so now it's just trying to spread the word and prevention and just to be aware of head injuries. I had 9 concussions in the ring. My last one was in 1996, and I didn't get my symptoms till 2010. So that's a long time to go without even realizing that you're hurt. But I just had memory loss over the years, which was always the concussion thing. If you get a concussion, you're going to be forgetful. And I've been forgetful for years, but just thought it was just because of the concussions, never knowing that there was this terminal brain injury that's like a new thing. And then, I mean, to see a brain and to see the injury is scary. I mean, I've seen the MRIs, and a normal brain is rounded in the front. Mine is like you put a pin in it, and it's sunk in. It'll never heal. It's permanent brain damage. And then the top of my head is rounded under your skull. Mine's flat from impact on my head. I have a broken neck I've had since I was 18.
From
And
a wrestling
yeah,
injury?
yeah. Actually, it's
Suppose.
this picture right there. 18
Getting,
years old, I got
getting
dropped on my
thrown
head.
out.
He picked me up and I just went straight down, slid right off. I'm laying out on my head, and that was like I couldn't feel my lower half of the body right there because everything was just numb. But then I started working out and I did steroids and I got big, and it protected my neck. The bigger I got, a 22-inch neck.
All right.
Which
Is that how you kind of transformed into the extreme enforcer?
Yeah, because I started working out. I got very close with Perry Saturn, you know, and he worked out twice a day, and he lived with me for like 6 months, and we spent a lot of time together, and I just grew out of nowhere. You know, I was always hovering around 140, 150 pounds.
All right.
I jumped up to 240 on just 2 cycles of steroids. You know, it's just everything worked, and so my neck is always hurt, but I couldn't move my head, and I didn't realize it. I only had 16% range of motion on each side. So it's because my 5 and 6 are like they're fused together. There's nothing between them, and they're stuck.
All right.
So it's a major surgery, 7-inch cut in the back of your neck, and it's like a 9-month recovery thing, and you're in a halo for 2 months. It's just crazy. So they said, realistically, with this brain injury, 6 months might be it. You don't know. So do you want to go through all this where you're feeling a little better now and have to recover and then have something go wrong? And then they suggested injections into my vertebrae on each side to try to separate, because I have compression all the way down, but it's 5 and 6 are just jammed.
All right.
So I agreed to do the injections. It's 2 injections on each side of your vertebrae. I agreed to do 4, 2 on 5, 2 on 6, and you're awake during this, and it's done by X-ray, because if they miss and hit a nerve, you're paralyzed. It's a dangerous kind of a thing. I ended up having 14 injections that day. The doctor says he's never injected somebody that much at one time, but I took the pain because I was in pain every day anyway. So it's like, keep going, don't stop. So he hit all the way to vertebrae 7 on each side, 1 to 7, and separated them all just a little bit. And it was amazing. I had 16% range of motion on each side, which was about here. And then I would go like this to talk to somebody, and I didn't even realize. Driving my car, if I had to look, I couldn't turn my head. I'd turn my whole body to look. And it was a 20-minute surgery. Right after I got off the operating table, and the doctor said something to me, and I turned my head. He's like, "Oh my God, you just turned your head. You didn't turn your body." I go, "Really?" So then he put the thing on my head to do the range of motion. It was 60% immediately off the operating table on both sides. And then 2 weeks later, I started rehab to try to strengthen my neck and everything, and it went up to 80%.
All right.
And I would say I'm at least 60% now, and the shot's only supposed to last 3 to 6 months. It's been like 14 months since I had the injections. So I've been blessed all the way around, you know. It's just, I thought I'd be going in every 3 months and going through that. But he did it right and hit everything right. So, and that's why I want to help people now. I just feel lucky to have the injuries I've had and to be feeling like I feel with the condition I have. I just want to help people, let them know. You know, I announced it at the Hall of Fame last year. I was a guest speaker at the New England Hall of Fame.
All right.
And people were shocked. They saw me in my suit and said, "Oh my God, you look great." You know, I've lost 60 pounds in a couple of years because I can't work out anymore because I'm off balance to the left side, which is a symptom of CTE. And so I was starting to drop things on my left. Like if I pick something up, I just drop it. No strength in my arm. So I lost the weight, changed my diet, and I feel great now. I just wish I could work out. I just can't, but at least I can exist and do what I want to do and not be in as much pain as I was before. So
Yeah, very realistic. The dangers of pro wrestling and everything that comes along with it.
Right. Yeah, people don't, you know, they say it's fake and all this. I've heard that for 40 years, you know, but it's not. It's like being a stuntman. You got to go to school. You got to learn how to fall, and there's a lot to our business. It's like making a movie every time you're on TV. It's all And people don't see that. They just see it on TV and think, oh, that's easy. And like I would see when I was involved with the Bell Time Club wrestling school out here, the people would come down and say, oh, I can do this. I've been watching it for 10 years on TV. And 5 minutes after they're throwing around a little, they're running out the door and puking on the train tracks because, oh my God, this is awful. And then they don't come back because they think it's going to be easy. And, you know, it's just not that way.
Cool.
Just chilling right there on the edge of time. So